yesterday we covered the Bloodshot situation where a transgender cancel mob was forming on Blue Sky because of a panel in the new Bloodshot from Valiant Comics. You can go watch that video to see exactly what happened. But it got bigger, and Deniz Camp, who is one of the big higher-up writers now at Marvel and DC, he's been propped up because of his identity politics all the time. I'm going to show you exactly what he did in the Ultimates to, of course, push this. He pushes his politics in everything, and then, of course, acts like a cancel pig like this all the time. This is what the entire comic industry does, guys. They try to harass people out of the business because you might not agree on a political topic or something like that. These people hate comics, and they hate everybody who just thinks any differently than them. They'll call everybody a bigot, but these are the actual bigots. This is the definition of what bigotry is every single time. And so you can see right here that he talks about this. He led the mob and brought this to a lot of people's attention. He's the real primary reason that Alien Books even responded and made their apology, because when he did it, it caused them to have to react because he's so big within Marvel and DC. Now he's being given the two big properties right now that are keeping Marvel and DC afloat. Absolute Martian Manhunter, so he's in the Absolute universe, and the Ultimates are his. Both companies are propping this guy up big because, again, he's a leftist identitarian, and of course they want that out of their comic books. So when you're supporting Marvel and DC Comics, keep in mind that you're supporting this kind of leftist cancel pig every single time, and it's really, really sad what's going on. Now, these people, again, are trying to just make sure that normal people are out of comics and that it is just this insular, extreme left-wing, hateful group that's left in the industry. That's what you see all over the industry at this point, from editors at Marvel Comics to people at DC Comics to, of course, Heather Antos at IDW, who's pushing this type of stuff. It's a big whisper network, and that's why we need to build a new industry and do something completely different, which is what we're doing over here, my friends. So hit the like and subscribe button. We're in for a wild ride on Deniz Camp and exactly what's going on. This is my Substack, and I am making comics right here. Putting out comics every single day for free for you, just so you can get involved and start reading. We need to build a group of readers that is opposed to this whole nonsense that's out there. And we have a great community that's going on. I think you'll really enjoy my Flying Sparks. Deniz Camp, if you watch this video, you'll enjoy my Flying Sparks too. You can, of course, try to cancel me more or whatever. But I'm already too canceled. These people from Marvel and DC Comics try to stop me from making comics very, very regularly. They got me banned from Patreon, citing hate speech. Yes, this is hate speech, even though what they're doing is really actually hating, but whatever. Then they got me banned from Kickstarter under nebulous circumstances. They all mass reported me multiple times because they don't want me to be able to compete, because they know my books are better than theirs. Everything that I put up on my comic Substack is way better than anything Deniz Camp's ever written. He's gotten propped up because he's a diversity hire, pushing diversity narratives in his book. They're unreadable. The Ultimates is completely unreadable. And this is where real superheroes are at. So Flying Sparks is going up a page at a time for free. Sign up in the description below. Get in on this, guys. And I do have, it's like a patron system, because that's the way we got to do things. We got exclusive comics that are being posted as well, so that you can, of course, get those. And we're very, very productive. This is the spot to be. Everything that your boy Zach kind of promised back in the day, we're actually delivering. And just great to be a fan here. I do have a web store as well. So if you want physical books, I have those always available for you to make it easy for you. Of course, got some T-shirts and the like as well. Thanks for being here, and thanks for supporting. This link's in the description below, along with links to my other stuff. Thanks for joining this. It's over 1,000 people strong are following me on Substack now, and I really appreciate your support and readership. All right. So, yes, the apology is never enough. I'm glad Alien Valiant apologized and is changing it. But there's a 0% chance it was a mistake. I'm sorry. That's not how translation works. Oh, yeah. He's mad. And, of course, he's going to cancel them even further. But this is what he does. You want to talk about not having a mistake and putting this weird political crap into here? This is really extremist crap he puts into this. And this is it. Charlie's gender. I'm talking about the stuff outside the book itself. Feels like I'm cheating. And that's it. I wanted to make a comment. When I did my research, that's it. It was the importance of queer and two-spirit organizers to the movement. I put that into the book. So we put this crap in there. So Charlie's pronouns are they, them. I didn't want to make a big deal about it. That's Hawkeye. He turned Hawkeye into a they, them, two-spirit, whatever the hell that is. Naturally, when they're getting into this, they call him a Gary Cooper looking cracker, and I'm the Indian. Now, it's okay to put anti-white slurs into his books. You notice the trend here. Anti-white, totally fine, right? But something perceived as transgender, which is really funny. Watch my video yesterday. It's ridiculous what they're calling out, and they have to cancel the person completely. This is where it is. And that's what they did with this. Now, they also turned Hulk into this like large Polynesian woman in this book. They made America Chavez a big part of this, and made a whole anti-white narrative. This whole Polynesian Hulk crap was all about just hating America. And this is what they did again. And so Deniz Camp puts this crap into his books. He hates you. He hates your families. He wants you dead. And he wants you out of the industry. He doesn't want you buying Ultimate comic books or Absolute comic books. This is the type of person he is. He is a really hateful, bigoted individual, and he's been propped up because of that. And as you can see, he didn't just stop there. The author's a translator, makes it more confusing. His social media feed makes it clear he meant it. So he's trying to cancel the author, right? And then he, of course, taps this here, and you can see that the author posted 2 or 3 years ago, reposted a meme saying what feminists think the gender war is, which is this creepy, weird person versus corporate, right? And what it really is families versus the corporate person who's got them on a leash. And this is ironic because obviously Deniz Camp identifies with this as a corporate person on a leash. He pretends like he's the oppressed minority or whatever. But Marvel and DC are propping him up. Marvel and DC are giving him the biggest titles out there, all because of his identity, because it's not like his writing's good or anything like that. So that's it. And yes, look at he gets some virtue signal from some folk without verified check marks. Interesting on this. But he's a big cancel guy, and that's what he was doing in this entire deal. And look, he reposts himself. Bloodshot would hate transphobes and throw themselves in front of a hail of bullets to protect a trans kid without hesitation. Just FYI. Very weird. Now, Bloodshot is like a psycho killer who's like the Punisher on steroids. So it's like, what are you doing? That's a weird flex to try to make a moralization out of Bloodshot, but this is exactly what they do. You can see that his stuff that he does is very identity politics driven with his work that he does on itself. And then it gets weird too. My wife is on a people's trip, like a girl's trip, but some of her friends are non-binary. She's going on an absolute manhunter tear. Okay, people's trip with the non-binaries, but it was effective. I mean, his social pressure here. Actually, this was the writer of Bloodshot, and this is really, really sad. Because this guy's been getting a lot of hate. He's been getting just torched. They want to try to like move him and get him banned from the industry because he wrote a panel they didn't like. He says, I offered sincere apologies. I made a mistake. At no point did I intend to spread a message of hate. You didn't. Deniz Camp is spreading the message of hate. I'm aware people are upset. I understand. Although it may sound foolish, I screw up. I wrote the script in Spanish. I wasn't convinced by the line in the panel, so when I translated it to English, I changed it a bit. I realized that was a huge mistake. I borrowed a common phrase used by the haters and tried to adapt it into a fictional world of vampires. I now see it was understood in a completely different way. My subconscious betrayed me. And then here's this. Under no circumstances did I attack the LGBTQI plus community. This is really sad. About the things I've reposted in the past regarding conspiracy theories, they fuel my stories. I search for that kind of material. I find it fascinating and inspiring. That doesn't mean I support them. I'm not promoting these ideas. It's simply something that entertains me and sparks my inner creativity, and I use it in my writing. For my political views, I have always been on the left. In my country, everyone knows me, is aware of that. It's truly painful to be accused of being far right when in reality I've always stood on the opposite side. So they're canceling somebody who's a leftist because he was not virtuous enough. And it's very, very sad that he acts like this. I actually commented here, don't cave. You did nothing wrong. It's wrong to cancel you over a good story that they identify with vampire monsters grooming children is on them, not you. And that, pretty well liked on this. Very, very sad that, of course, he caved to this mob and felt the need to, go, I'm a full leftist too, please don't cancel me. But this is the power that these people have. This is when Mark Miller went out and called people cancel pigs last year because they were trying to attack that comic shop owner over the fact that he said, stop putting self-inserts into books. It's annoying. And they did. Donnie Cates went after him. Other people went after him. That comic shop owner. And that's a comic shop owner who sells your books, you morons. And that's what they do. They are cancel pigs. They are extreme leftists. and this is a real problem within the industry. So this is who Deniz Camp is. Again, if you're supporting the Absolute Universe and the Ultimate Universe, Marvel and DC Comics, this is what you're supporting at this juncture. So we got to call this out. I know this doesn't get anywhere like it used to. Like, I mean, this type of thing 4 or 5 years ago, people would have paid attention. But we do need to pay attention to it and call it out and be vigilant about this stuff, because this is what's going on. That poor Argentinian guy who, like, you could tell he's like a hostage here with this. Like, he's scared. He's panicked because, he probably will never work in comics again. It doesn't matter just because of the hate and bigotry of Deniz Camp. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please check out Flying Sparks. This is the alternative to the mainstream industry. We're unabashed. We do not apologize. We do not acquiesce to these people. And no matter how hard it gets, I've been under pressure a lot, guys. And that's why I'm the real deal. Kickstarter went after me. Patreon went after me. The comic industry, Heather Antos tried to get me banned from San Diego Comic-Con and failed a couple years back. I stand strong because I'm fighting the good fight, and I know it. And I'm fighting the good fight for comics and for you. So get on this Substack. It's in the description below. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll be back soon.